have to take a second and say a huge thank you to my first half of the season sponsor, which is A Simple Farm. I am honored to work alongside a business who I truly believe in their passion, their purpose, and their product. And A Simple Farm is just that. There is nothing better than working with a family-owned and operated business. They're nestled in the heart of rural Wabash County and is inspired by country living, handmade traditions, and a deep love for herbal and medicinal plants. From handcrafted soaps and herbal salves to cozy home goods and repurposed creations, each product is thoughtfully made using nature-inspired ingredients and a passion for simple, natural living. Rooted in creativity, heritage, and old-fashioned farmhouse values, A Simple Farm celebrates the healing beauty of herbs, the comfort of handmade goods, and the charm of a slower way of life in rural Indiana. Folks, you're going to want to pick up some of their products, so make sure you head over to A Simple Farm on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll have their website linked below so you can just easily click on any of their platforms and you can find them automatically. Like I said, I truly believe in them. And Kristen Reynolds, if you want to learn more about her, there's 2 articles on my website, and there's a podcast with Kristen Reynolds and her son Vincent. So make sure you head over to season 1 of Here in My Time and you can hear their interview. My returning sponsor of Turn the Page Books and Music Store is the place to go to find your next read or your next record to add to your collection. It is all about the atmosphere of this place. As soon as you walk through the door, you are hit with the most magnificent lighting, the wooden floors, the smell of old books, and of course, the sound of flipping through LPs. What could be any better than that? Well, Rex. Rex is the owner of Turn the Page Books and Music Store. He is just the man to see about anything to do with music. So make sure you head over there and support him on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course, just stop by at the store. You will not want to leave. Thank you, Rex, for supporting this season. It's such an honor. I have the giveaway name who won the box from A Simple Farm, full of beautiful handmade kitchen items, as well as a few little knickknacks that I think you will enjoy. And so, without further ado, that is the drum roll. If you're not familiar with my awesome drum roll skills, Deb Howe. Yay, I know Deb. Actually, this is so cool. I can't wait for you to get this box. You're gonna love it. Thank you so much to A Simple Farm for sponsoring. And yeah, it means the world to me that you would put together a box for my listeners. So I hope you enjoy, Deb. I can't wait to see your face because I get to see it in person. Let's go on to the episode. Well, hey y'all, this is Lauren with Here in My Time, and I'm so glad you've tuned in today. If you're new around here, I am a local personal journalist, photographer, documentarian, and just quite frankly, somebody who loves stories and the people who tell them. And I'm located right here in Wabash, Indiana. And well, hello everybody. Well, hey y'all, I am so glad that you are tuning in today to Here in My Time, the podcast dedicated to bridging the gap between generations. And if you're new here, my name is Lauren Hunt, and I am your host. I'm a local personal journalist, photographer, documentarian, and just quite frankly, somebody who loves people and the stories that they tell. And I'm located right here in Wabash, Indiana. So if you're ever looking for photos or personal journalism for you and your family, make sure you reach out. I have a website called hereinmytime.com where you can find out more information. I have an exciting new development happening, a package that I will be working on releasing not too far away from now, and I'm very excited to talk to you about that in the future. But today, this episode is a little bit different because I don't have a guest with me today. I'm actually just going to take a few minutes to talk to you and just kind of chat. It's nothing that's really that planned out. I've just got this idea in my mind, and I thought it would be fun to just sit and chat for a second. I've been working through getting the next lead on a guest, and I have 5 or 6 in the works, which is great. It takes time, and I want to do it respectfully and good, so thank you guys for being so patient on that. Today, when you're listening to this, I am actually on the road to New York, and I am heading to visit a friend from college I haven't seen in what, 7 years, which is crazy to me that time flies this quickly, and I'm very excited. I'm the kind of person who, when I visit somebody in their natural habitat, is that a bad thing to say? I don't know how to put that, in their own environment. I'm so excited because usually when you go driving, they'll say, "This is where I went to school," or "This is where I did this or that or the other." And I love that. And I'm very excited about that. But we're going to actually be going to Niagara Falls. I have never been to Niagara Falls before, never been to New York before, and I'm very excited to see how beautiful it is. I've seen photos and all the things, but I know photos will never do something like that justice, and so I'm gonna go and see it, and it's gonna be really cool. I am gonna take my photo I am gonna take my camera with me, but I think I'm gonna take my film camera and just enjoy it. I might take 1 or 2 on my digital camera, but really my main focus is just to be there with my friends and, enjoy it. So that is what we're going to do. I I hear there's a lot of things to do around there. I don't know. I'm just going, and I love being spontaneous. I don't When it comes to adventures like that, when you go to visit somewhere, I kinda like being spontaneous. I like to stop on my way. I love driving, and that reminds me, I didn't realize you're probably gonna think I'm crazy here, which isn't the first time, nor the last time will it be, but I didn't realize that you could get on an airplane and travel anywhere in America without a passport. I didn't know that, by the way. That's really bad. That was a couple years ago. Well, about probably about a year ago, I found that out, and I was like, "Are you serious? You mean I could get on any plane right now and go anywhere that I want in America?" Which is really a lot of the places that I wanna go. I would love to go to Scotland and Ireland and all those really cool places, but, really, I wanna go out west and see beautiful things. That's not the point. The point is is that I didn't realize some of that could be done, and it's funny how it changed my perspective on things because I was like, "Man, I could go anywhere." Like, I could go anywhere, and traveling as an adult is completely different than traveling as a kid because you're in charge. You could go anywhere you like, and, we really didn't travel in the way that some people have traveled, I guess, that just go for a week somewhere or they have a vacation home and stuff, and that's so cool. We mostly traveled we had family vacations where we'd go to, like, Holiday World, we'd go to Tennessee, but we really didn't travel in the broad sense of the term, and, if we did, it was a lot of closeness, like, close by in a way. Dad was in music ministry, so we would travel to different churches, and he did a lot of traveling in this country, but I was so young that I probably didn't remember, or I wasn't born yet, so there you go. But, it's really cool to be able to think that really I think we stress ourselves out so much because and I know that I realize I'm in a different time of life than some people as well, and I but I'm very excited. It's really cool to go to Niagara Falls and see friends and take photos, so I'll make sure that I will bring back some of those, memories to share with you guys, hopefully, and if you've never been to Niagara Falls, maybe you should try to plan a trip and go. I have a lot of places I would love to go. I don't know if you guys are the same way as me, but there are places I would love to go. The ultimate goal would to be able to be wow, I that was a lot of extra words for no reason. The ultimate goal would be to travel and bring stories to you, like kind of like travel writing or to just people in general. And I recently got to do that. I got to go to Wisconsin, which I've never been to before, and probably somebody's like, "Whoopee," but it was really cool for me. I got to see sandy cranes, which, by the way, they have them everywhere. I know we have cranes, but these are like every place that I turned, there was a crane. In the field, there was wild turkeys everywhere, and we have a lot of wild turkeys here, but it felt like everywhere I looked was wild turkeys. But if you haven't listened to the episode with Anita Nossinger, then you need to go back and listen to her story. She actually asked me to go up there and document her great uncle for her family, which is part of this package that I'm working on offering for Here in My Time. And I videoed and audio recorded them sitting around asking questions to this family member who is 94 years old, served in the service, and all the things. And it was so cool. I went to his home, we sat there, and I just kind of made myself scarce and set everything up and took photos. And it was really cool. It was really neat to be doing something that brought people together that would be something that they could have in the future, whether it was the audio, the sound of his voice, or the photos. And I think that was really cool. So I really enjoyed that. And I actually, on my travels there, it was just a day trip, and I had just met Anita, and some people would call me crazy, but I have a pretty good inkling on people, and she's so cool, so amazing, and it's been really fun to get to know her and her family. And we went there. I traveled separately from her because I had a singing the day before. And so I got up super early and just went up there, and I found this old general store. And I'm going to be writing something about this in the next couple weeks, probably after I get back from Niagara Falls, with some photos because it was so cool. I just happened upon it, and it was such a neat thing. It was owned for 100 years. That was my cat, by the way. Her name's Buckeye, and she's going wacko. For 100 years, family owned, and just within about a year ago or two, a young family bought it off of the man who was running it. And that was so cool to sit in there and talk to them and see some of the handmade goods that were there, the meat market part of it. And the cool thing is you would have missed it when you were driving through, if you weren't really looking. And I just happened to think, oh, this is a really cool little corner of this super tiny little block in the middle of nowhere. And I was out taking photos and driving and passing the time until I had to get there. And I just happened upon it, and it was so cool. That's what I love about traveling. You never know what you will find. And yeah, I can't wait to bring you some more of that down the road and start offering stuff like that. But yeah, it's exciting to be in the time of life where I am just trying to find my way and find my voice and do things that truly matter to me, and working really, really hard. It's a lot of work and a lot of learning on running my own business and being a boss and of myself, which evidently I am think I would love to think I'm a great boss, but I don't know. My procrastination and then my sudden urge to put a lot of um I guess standards on myself is big. So here we are. We're gonna work through that. It's only been a couple months, but it's been so good. And I have to say, God has just led in so many different ways. And at the end of this month, I'll be singing down at the Bluegrass Festival at Hopewell, which is so cool. It's an honor and a dream. It's really cool to be a part of that. But I really what I wanna talk to you guys about today, beyond just that ketchup not catch beyond just catching up there for a second, I wanted to give you this idea of enjoying your life and doing things that are out of the ordinary and putting yourself in places that almost there's things that make you feel uncomfortable in the best way, that being uncomfortable I feel like being uncomfortable, like the way I've been living my life the past couple months, it is definitely a discomfort in the sense that I have no clue sometimes. I don't know what I'm going to be doing or how this is going to work or where I'm going or traveling and never not really doing it before by myself or with friends or whatever. It's new to me. but it's a comfort or a discomfort that actually is going to build something within me. And I'm so excited about that. And I want to encourage you to live your life in a little bit of discomfort, just slightly. I'm not saying agony, I'm saying putting yourself in a place that you know will get you to the next spot in your life, that you know this will help you get to where you want to be in your life. I think perspective is key in these situations. And sometimes I think for me, I felt like I was living my life so long um, as somebody for somebody else and or for what I thought I was supposed to be doing. And everything that I've been doing in my life has been so cool, so fun, and I know that God has had his hand in it and that um there was no mistake that where I was where I was supposed to be, but there's no mistake in knowing that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be now. And change is good, and sometimes change is for the best. And I feel like maybe if you're in that moment where you're feeling like change is for the best and you feel like stepping out is a really big decision right now, or you feel like there's something more that you're supposed to be doing or wanting to do, whether it is just traveling, that doesn't have to mean that you have to take a week off work. It can mean just going somewhere for a weekend and finding something beautiful. It's the same thing as picking up a hobby or anything like that. Just pick up your camera, go out and drive for an hour, find yourself, get lost, allow yourself to get lost and take photos. That's what I do. I love it. It's amazing. But this whole idea of you can become so numb in life because you're in the same rut. You get yourself in a rut sometimes. And I think getting uncomfortable, having discomfort really allows you to feel life in a way that, yeah, it's hard sometimes, but it's for the best. Okay, I think I rambled, and I know there's not really a tying point to all this. I just kind of wanted to chat with you guys and the things that I've been thinking about and doing, and I want to leave you with this last little thing. I was sitting with my mama, and she was talking to me about how, man, life has gone so fast. She's in her 80s, and I got to thinking about that. I don't want to live my life in the fast lane. I want to live my life in a way that when I look back, I think, man, life has gone so fast in the best way. Like, I've done things in my life. I've been made memories in my life and brought memories and stories to the table at dinner. And that's kind of where I'm at because I think our life is so precious and it needs to be lived, and you never know what tomorrow holds, but you have a purpose today and in this very second, and we have the choice of whether we actually use this second for the better. I'm not saying you have to be on all the time or you have to constantly pursue. I am not even talking about pursuing anything. I am just talking about living a life that is truly something that when you look back on, you're proud of and you can bring stories to the table with. And so hopefully this inspires you to travel, to pick up a camera at whatever age, or to pick up a hobby, or talk to more people, or I don't know, stay up an extra hour or get up an extra hour early. I don't know, whatever you like. Just enjoy your life. And as I always say, I encourage you to document a little bit of it, whether it's just a line a day or just a word a day. Maybe it's your favorite saying that you heard today, or maybe it's something that somebody said that stuck with you, or I don't know. Just live your life because it's so precious and it's so amazing, and your story is meant to be remembered and told, and you have such a big purpose in your life. Okay, I'm going to get off of here because technically I'm recording this when I should be packing because it's been a crazy week of a lot of stuff. But it's been hard, good, amazing, and isn't that life? Okay, until next week, bye-bye.